Fatal familial insomnia is one of the rarest and most devastating brain diseases in the world, a genetic disorder where people slowly lose the ability to sleep until the body can no longer survive. So what exactly is FFI? FFI is a rare autosomal dominant prion disease that attacks the thalamus, the part of the brain that controls sleep, autonomic functions, and consciousness. Prion diseases are a group of rare, fatal neurodegenerative disorders caused by a normal protein in the brain that misfolds into an abnormal, infectious shape. These misfolded proteins clump together, damage brain tissue, and trigger rapid neurological decline. FFI is extremely rare. Only 50 to 70 families worldwide carry the mutation. The first case resembling FFI dates back to 1765 in Italy, when doctors believed it was nervous exhaustion. It wasn't until 1986 that neurologist Elio Lugarici formally named the illness fatal familial insomnia, and by 1992, researchers identified the exact genetic mutation that causes it. FFI is caused by a single mutation, the D178N mutation on the PRNP gene on chromosome 20. If the same mutation appears with a different codon 129 background, you get a different prion disease, often resembling Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease. Because the disease is autosomal dominant, a person only needs one copy of the mutated gene to develop FFI. What makes FFI so devastating is where the damage happens, the thalamus. Misfolded prion protein, called PRPSC, accumulates in two specific thalamic nuclei, the mediodorsal nucleus and the anteroventral nucleus. These areas regulate circadian rhythms, sleep transitions, and autonomic stability. As they degenerate, the brain loses the ability to generate slow-wave sleep and REM sleep. Essentially, the brain becomes stuck in wakefulness. Around the damaged areas, we see astroliosis and microglial activation, meaning the brain's immune cells are releasing inflammatory molecules that accelerate destruction. Symptoms fall into three main categories: cognitive and psychiatric symptoms like memory loss, anxiety, confusion, hallucinations, and eventually severe dementia. Neurological and motor symptoms like tremors, slurred speech, swallowing problems, loss of coordination. And autonomic dysfunction like fever, sweating, rapid heartbeat, high blood pressure, weight loss, and sexual dysfunction. FFI progresses through 4 stages. Stage 1 is the onset insomnia and mild psychiatric symptoms. At Stage 2, psychological issues worsen, and autonomic problems like high blood pressure and sweating begin to occur. Stage 3, you experience complete insomnia and neurological deterioration. And by Stage 4, you can struggle with severe dementia, coma, or even death. The disease typically runs its course in 12 to 18 months. Diagnosis begins with noticing the 3 hallmark features: progressive insomnia, autonomic dysfunction, and cognitive decline. Neurologists then order confirmatory tests like polysomnography, EEGs, brain imaging like PET scans, and finally genetic testing to confirm the PRNP mutation. Right now, there is no cure, and standard sleep medications do not restore real sleep because the thalamus itself is failing. But research is advancing quickly. Promising areas include monoclonal antibodies like PRN100, doxycycline, though limited success so far, cerebral organoids or mini-brains grown with the FFI mutation, machine learning models analyzing subtle sleep changes, biomarkers like neurofilament light chain and tau, advanced PET MRI for early detection, CRISPR gene editing, nanobody therapies, mitochondrial protective strategies, and antisense oligonucleotides, or ASOs. Because FFI is inherited, genetic testing brings huge ethical questions, especially when symptoms don't appear until adulthood. Families must decide whether to get tested, whether to tell relatives, and how to plan for the future. But FFI research matters far beyond this rare disease. Because it's caused by a single, precise mutation, it allows scientists to study how misfolded proteins spread, how sleep circuits fail, and how neurodegeneration starts. What we learn from FFI can help guide treatments for Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, CJD, and other degenerative disorders.